Hello YTPC, Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cobb Tuesday. I have got my corncob cob, got my corncob hat. In this cob I am smoking some of my own secondhand bookshop blend, Dark Fire Kentucky based, delicious stuff. Today I'm going to do a VR to Andrew Cirigliano. We're hitting a pretty big milestone. But first, I'm going to show you something that I acquired from a fellow YTPC member. Ms Cathy of KiltedPiperSteve and Ms Cathy is making these lovely pipe rolls. Hand-stitched leather. You have your choice of beads. You can have an applique placed on the front. Let me pop this open so that you can see what the inside looks like. Hold that up. That middle flap can be pulled up out of the way. That can be laid flat to lay your tobacco and pipe out on. And what I haven't done, I haven't put a folding pipe stand in here. I ought to do that because that should be flat enough. But this has got room for your lighter, tamper, some pipe cleaners. I have got over on this side, can't get this very well, got a pouch of Captain Black on one side, just peeking out there. And on the other side, got a couple of cobs right now, or a couple of pipes. I've got a cob and a little nose warmer in there right now. Those are my knockabout pipes, but it'll hold a couple of larger pipes if you want. Very nice stuff, very reasonable price. I will put a link both to their site and to her Etsy shop down below in the bucket. So let's get to Andrew's VR. Now, Andrew, Bluefin Piper, if you are not subscribed to him, you should be. Let's see if I can get this relit. He is celebrating his 1,000 sub GAW and would like us to tell him what band and blend do we think of together. Well, I spent much of my young childhood in Alabama and Georgia and grew up absolutely loving the slightly rock side of country and southern rock quite a bit. In terms of album type bands, Lynyrd Skynyrd would be my absolute top favorite. But I'm also a pretty big Alabama fan. They put out just a bunch of stuff that everybody can listen to. Now, one thing that both of these bands have in common, though, is that when you think of their music, you don't think black tie. You think cowboy hats. You might even think cobs. You think the working man. In fact, Alabama had a song to that effect, and Lynyrd Skynyrd frequently sang about the common man. So when I think of a band like Lynyrd Skynyrd or Alabama, can't really narrow it down to just one. I mean, come on, you got CCR, you can just go on and on with all of the fantastic southern rock bands. But I think of something like Burley Blends. If I had to pick a single blend, no, I won't nominate my own, although I think it's awfully good. But I would think of something like Haunted Bookshop. It doesn't have the name that goes with a band like that, but it's got that rough and tumble burly presence that, well, it's one of the reasons a lot of people don't like it. It's one of the reasons I love it. But it's a common man smoking blend. I think of that when I make this blend up, when I smoke things like Old Joe Krantz or any of the Cornell and Deal Burley Flake number 1 through 5. Burley, Burley, Burley. That's a common man's blend. You know, you could smoke a bowl of this with a dip in your lip and a big chaw in your cheek all at the same time. It's just fantastic stuff. So, Andrew, congrats again. The rest of you, give him a look. If you're not already subbed, he'll be down below too. Fantastic guy. With that, light something you like, and I love Dark Fire Kentucky. Enjoy your afternoon.